Hello everybody, Bubble Zest here, and this is HOI4. In today's video, we are going to be surviving the worst Spanish Civil War start. What do I mean by this? Well, we are going to be doing nothing to aid ourselves before the Civil War starts. So, no intelligence agency, no air force, no navy, no army, no shenanigans of any kind. All we're going to be doing is going up to speed 5 and begin. If you've ever wondered what happens when you don't choose a focus before the Spanish election, this is it. You still have to make a choice. And today, we are going with the Republicans. However, we are still not going to be doing any more focuses. So, not even the Guardia Civil or the Assalto. What this means is the Nationalists will get an extra 15 divisions from this. As you can see, the focus clearly says, if neither focus is taken, the Nationalists will receive both types instead. But yep, the Nationalists will be expanding their states, but we're not going to be doing anything today. Ironically, this is probably a better representation of how the Second Republic actually behaved before the Civil War started than anything else. The Second Republic were oblivious IRL. The Nationalists will get full control of the southern states before the Civil War starts, so they are going to get an extra tick or two somewhere else. Let's hope they choose a good state, like Granada. That'd be nice. So the Nationalists are going for an extra tick in Guadalajara. Okay, I can live with that. Not great, not terrible. You know what's weird? When I was speedrunning the Spanish Civil War, it usually would start on July the 22nd, but for some reason the Nationalists are running late, and it looks like we're actually going to start by like the 25th, 24th. Okay, 26th then. Here we go. Now, our choice today is actually important. However, since this is surviving the worst start, we have to choose the weakest path, and that is actually the working man's struggle. Or to be more specific, we're actually going down to hinder NKVD interference. That's because, unlike all other paths that can delay the anarchist uprising, the Spanish Commune cannot. So the Spanish Commune will rise up in around 230 days. So we have to get in a good position before then, or we're screwed. But anyway, we're actually going to strengthen the North Guard first because that's more important. As you can see, right now, we hold Bilbao, and that's important because Bilbao is included in Consolidate the North. As long as we hold Bilbao, the Nationalists cannot consolidate the Carlists, and they will rise up. Basically, if we don't get the Carlists to rise up, we are screwed. So we have to hold Bilbao at all costs. So these 6 units, defend it. And we're going to give them General Gal. Now, normally we'd actually give them someone like Jose Maya and assign him Ambusher, but Llanos is one of the few generals who will join us in the Spanish Commune, and this is a good way to grind him. But anyway, we have 29 other divisions. Jesus. Very well. Let's just assign them to the front line. Of course, we will have our field marshal and stuff, but it doesn't matter that much. We're going to lose him soon enough. But now we can finally create an intelligence agency, mess around with the navy, although it's only going to be on strike force, and assign the air force. Most importantly, we are now going to train some extra units. We can afford 9. Okay, not great, not terrible. We could afford more units if we trained with this template, but we want quality over quantity. Alright, let's begin, shall we? Normally I'd try and take tiles, but considering just how few units we have compared to the Nationalists, we're going to have to hold, and hold hard. Let's get started. Of course, we have to accept the volunteers today. They're vital for our success. And the front lines solidify. Good. That basically allows us to survive. But anyway, we are going to do an offensive into Cordoba. Just feels like the right place to do one. Meanwhile, the Nationalists, unsurprisingly, are doing Bilbao. See, that's why getting an ambusher is useful. Good, we got the 6 extra units. Defend. And now let's arm the workers' militias. Well, our recruits are trained up. Deploy. We're going to use these units as well as we can, mostly to encircle Cordoba. And already, 3 units encircled. Now going to send these units to encircle Cordoba itself. Well, 2 little encirclements right now. Well, make that 3. Every encirclement is more units destroyed. Right, next focus has to be ministerial positions. Right, where should we go for our next offensive? I think Extremadura is the best. It will allow us to cut the Nationalists in half, and as we know, cutting up the AI completely confuses it. Spread out, lads. Spread out. Who knows, maybe we can capture Seville for free as well. So a 2-for-1 combo. There we go, our offensive is now active, which means we'll be going for encirclements here as well. There we go. Another encirclement, another pocket to close. And in the end, it was 5 units. Tasty. And you see that river line right there? We can definitely encircle that unit. And look at that, even the Soviet volunteer is doing something. Next focus will be hinder NKVD interference itself. If we don't do this, the anarchists will rise up instead. Our next offensive has to be Seville. Just look how many units are here. Meanwhile, the Nationalists chose Guadalajara, which will free up these Soviet volunteers. Good job, genius. So, 45 days until we get cracked down. So, we'll seize the gold reserves. Yeah, here's the fun fact. The Spanish Commune only just had enough time to do Masters of Our Own Fate. Doing the North Guard will slow you down so much that you can't do it. But oh well, Masters of Our Own Fate will just get bypassed. And yes, we do lose out on the attack and defense bonus, but honestly I don't care. Damn. How many units is that? 9. Wow. So already we're actually pretty even with the Nationalists. Okay. 12 days to go. So let's start foreign arms purchases. Now, as some of you should be familiar by now, I have said in the past that foreign arms purchases isn't worth it. And I still stand by that. But this is an exception. As you can see, our stockpile is very, very small. So, the extra guns this can give could actually be helpful today. Extraordinary times, extraordinary measures. Crack down. Our revolution will not be easily extinguished. And here's what we got. That's actually pretty good. Right, we are going to have to reorganize and reorganize quickly. Here's what we have now. Look at that. Our actual field marshal is just this and he's not very good. So instead, we're going to promote General Gal to field marshal. Organizer, infantry leader, mountaineer, you're the best guy we have. Even though IRL this guy was kind of inept. But anyway, here we go. This should be fun. God, it'd make my life a lot easier if the Nationalists just took that damn tile. Otherwise, I couldn't actually make a proper front line. See, look, it's divided. Take the damn tile. There, perfect. Well, not really, but you know. Right now, let's work on the Republicans. They're probably going to be the easiest to deal with. Right, let's do as many arms purchases as we can. Need more units. Anyway, we are now going to do the international brigades for more manpower. We just need more men. Right, what should we do for our next offensive? Murcia, Guardia, probably Guardia. Right, how much equipment do we have? Okay. Now this is a situation where quantity over quality is important, so I am going to start training up some more units again. But since there are so many gaps in the front, I'm also going to try and make a play for Seville and Cordoba. Look, if we can knock out the Republicans ASAP, that would make our lives a hell of a lot easier. Gonna retreat and then go. Yeah, the AI still thinks I'm going to play by the rules of pins when I just don't. How close are they to capitulation? Not close enough. But you know, I may as well try tile grabbing. And now we'll do subvert Stalinists. Come on, 7%. Nationalists, do your damn job and take the tile. And there we go, the Second Republic has been defeated. That's great news. Now we can just reorganize and be on one front again. Still going to deploy some of these units, but now we can go back to quality again. I was a bit desperate, but turned out I didn't need to be. And what do you know? It's the Carlists. Franco has failed. But we are now in a prime position to attack. Go, go. It's go time. This is the opening we need. This is the opening we've got. And already an encirclement. And it's also encircled Salamanca. By the way, this unit is still here. I don't know how the 24th Republican Division has remained alive. But they are legends. Look at them. Almost completely defeated. But they're still going. And wow, we've cut up the front again. Oviedo, A Coruña, and all of that is now open. Here we go. We can now do class war, which will make us even stronger. 2% recruitable population, 5 attack and defense, 5% output. It's not the strongest national spirit as Spain has, but I like it, it's good. Anyway, for our next offensive, what do I think would open up the front? I'm going to say Leon. And we are back in Bilbao. Huh, the Nationalists are almost defeated. Will taking A Coruña do it? Probably not. Nope, not enough to capitulate the Nationalists. They're 5% away. Oh, but Zaragoza is falling. So their capitulation could be imminent. Get out, Portugal. Out. Out. Out with you. And Zaragoza is out. So in the end, we took out a crap ton of nationalist divisions. We managed to even the odds very quickly, and barely lost 100,000 of our own. And so, only one more domino to fall, and it's probably the easiest, the Carlists. Let's just get into position and prepare for the final push. Spies in position, units are ready, 3, 2, 1. Focus doesn't matter at this point, we've won. And let's do fortify the Iron Ring, because why not? That's interesting, there's no actual unplanned defences up here. And we're at the gates of Pamplona. When it falls, they fall. You know what though, I want the Iron Ring to finish. So I'm going to delay by a few days. There we go, there's the one time you'll actually see me doing this focus. Finish them. So, in the end, only 8k casualties on our end, 43,000 for the Carlists. Pretty good, pretty good. Victory for the POUM. And that's it. The Spanish Civil War is done. Wow. I expected that to be a lot harder than it actually was, you know. However, the thing that really made the difference in this run was the spawn when we rose up, and that's pure RNG. Sometimes I've seen the spawn only be Catalonia and Eastern Aragon, but we got a good third of Spain, which allowed us to just take out the Nationalists and the Republicans fairly easily. If we were just spawned like that, I think we would have been stuck. But you can't complain about results, can you? No, we got them in the end, we won. And yeah, I will concede, this one time, foreign arms purchases was actually useful. It made the difference today. It gave us the extra equipment for extra units. Without it, we'd probably still be fighting. So you know what? Congratulations, foreign arm purchases. Congratulations. But you know, I really thought this would have been harder, because the AI had so many more units than us, but they just couldn't do anything about it. All I did was train up some extra divisions, focus my firepower where I did offensives, and we won. Could this be faster? I'm sure it could be. But do I plan on min-maxing this? No. This is just a fun novelty. And you know what? I recommend it. I think you could have a good time with this. And if you beat my time, do tell me in the comments below. I'm very curious to see if people can beat this time. So, until next time everybody, I thank you for watching, do hope you've enjoyed it, and until we meet again, from me, Bubble Zest, goodbye!